Hello, world. My train just left me. Get back here. There we go. Why the train left me? Where are we? Oh yeah, we're somewhere over here. We just got this new steam engine because the little poor Atlantic couldn't push these 4 cars up red marble. What do you call it? It's called milestones. It's called. Oh, I have more stuff to complete. What? All right. Yeah, we need that too. Um, isn't it called red marble something? Why isn't it in here in the milestones? It was before. You know what my problem is? I haven't poured coffee. That's my problem. I'll just pour this coffee. And we don't have no previous record of where everything is and what it's doing, so I need to go into the map and check each one. These are good. Are they full? Let's see if they're full already. Nope. Not yet. These are all empty. Holy smokes. Oh, that was quick. Like 2 hours. Um, oh yeah, I was gonna run this, I think. I was gonna run these, but we need to fill up. I was gonna run these as silver. Why was I gonna run these as silver? I don't remember. Let's see. Why was I gonna do that? I poured the coffee, but I actually need to drink it. There's nothing there. Um, I don't remember why I was gonna run that. I don't think it'll make it. I think it'll run out of fuel or water or something going up the hill. Oh, this guy could come and get it. Select. Let's see if it can get itself out of there. I suppose we should check on our passenger trains. Well, we checked on one already. The other one is here. Well, let's move this. Getting organized. You think my goal would be to like make really big trains or something, but I'm not doing that. Oh, we could pick these up and start moving them. That's what we could do. But we need to go back to 600 first. Kind of not feeling it today, man. Kind of not feeling it today. There we go, coffee. Where is Locust Pine? That's all the way back. Oh, right. That's why I was going to run that back. That is why. So we need to actually move this onto that train. Let's see. I screwed up when I didn't drop this car off when I should have. $8. Why aren't I following? I hope this is not going more than 5. You know what that sounds like? Sounds like you being locked away in prison. All right, we got the mistake. Fix the mistake somewhat. Let's go back to 600 real quick before we start switching this. All right, this guy has stuff to do. Everybody has stuff to do. And we're going to need a new logo for this guy. We're going to need a new logo. I wonder, you know what we should try? Let's see if the two Atlantics can pull this train up the hill. I left an Atlantic in Nantahala, and we'll use it as a helper to push this train. Just one time. I'm not going to do it every time. Andrews. Not a lot of passengers going across the map. Yeah, we'll set the waypoint to Nantahala, then couple the helper engine. Guess put it on the back of the train so I can disconnect it. I need a decent helper over there. That's what we need. We need a couple diesels there. Make life easy. Oh, that's empty. And when we come up here with 104, we'll switch these around. And then you are going to here. You should have a turntable here, right? That would be kind of neat. We'll just go right here. All right, you're out. And then we got to go check on this guy. No, not that guy. We got to go check on this guy. Yeah. Let's see what you're doing. Odd combination. We could bring these cars up. And bring everything to Bryson. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's put this handbrake on. I kind of want to drive this up the hill. Is it forward I have to go? No, reverse. Oh, it's forward. Man, these things get going so fast. So easily. Well, that's what 240,000 pounds of tractive effort looks like. Oh, my cup says... you see that? No. Yabba dabba doo. It's a Fred Flintstone cup. Holy smokes, there's a lot of cars. All right, 15 miles an hour. I'm already going too fast. What was that, like 5 seconds? Oh, we're going uphill. I guess the front of the train is going downhill. As more of the train gets onto the grade, it should slow to 15, as it just did. We'll give a little bit of throttle here. A little more throttle. Don't fall off. You don't fall off. Climbing this hill with all these cars, using only 2. All right, let's bump it up to 3. We're picking up speed. I think we're definitely gonna, my mind is wandering. We're definitely gonna need longer passenger trains. Let's see, let's go this way. Right. Then, oh, there's nothing. Let's put them on this track. There's still some cars that need to be filled. Oh, if these came from Andrews, they have to go back to Andrews. Oh, no. Is that what's going to happen? Is that what's going to happen? Oh, don't tell me the trains are going to start mixing up Andrews and Silva, and then I have to separate. Like, if there was coal cars that came from Silva. So, am I saying that right? Yeah, Silva. If they came from Silva, they would go back to Silva. Oh, 1401 is there. Oh, Jesus. The freight train's going to be in the way of 600. $4. We are not making money with passengers today. I need to put a fusee in the track. Over here. Right here. Are we going to fit all these? Oh, we did. We already did. We can kind of stop right here. Look at that. They fit. All the air's out of them. They ain't gonna go anywhere, but I'll still put a handbrake. I don't know what code is. We'll put 2 handbrakes. And let the fuckery begin. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna curse, and then I cursed. I'm wondering if these cars, I can inspect it. Let's see, operations. Oh yeah, It's going back to Andrews. So now when they start processing these cars, are they going to sort them out for me? Or are they going to just lump them all together and leave it to me to do switching on a grade? The sums of beeswax. All right, let's go forward. Let's go forward. It's gonna suck having this. If they're all like mixed up, like how badly are they gonna mix it? So, all right, this is what I wanted to see then. I want to go to this one, right? Real quick. Let's not forget about. These are all going to Alarka. Oh, these are going. So they're gonna mix them up. If they don't sort them out, I'm gonna be so mad at the game. All right, we got to drop this car off right here. We could do that real quick. We could do that real quick. Reverse, because I'm using 2000 instead of 2001 as the lead. We'll just kick this guy right here. So I guess we should go. Set this to Alarka. We'll set it right here. Good. Very good. Look. Look. What? That is good timing. Good freaking timing. Oh man, stop for a fusee. I thought. Oh, these two trains are going to run into each other. Yo, where's my train? I hope it didn't move. Really, I just want to stop and go fishing over here in this river. All right, she didn't move. These four alcos are so overpowered. It's awesome. I gotta remember to sit up straight. I spent 6 hours on my hands and knees yesterday. It was not not good for your back. All right, so we need to. What do we need to do? We need to set this to road forward, right? And then wait. Okay, I'm looking at this backwards. Let's see, 2000. They're gonna have to pass each other here at Hemingway. So we will throw this here. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. No, let's throw this here. We'll just do it at the road. And set a fusee. And set a fusee. Then hopefully they're going to fit and be able to pass each other. Yeah, that train is short. They will. They will. All right. Now, uh, oh, Jesus. That was close. That was close. Let's set this here. Give it the signal. It's almost like running the CTC board, but easier. I don't like that, or CTS board, whatever. Let's get rid of this. All right. Train spotting. You are on your way to Andrews, and whatever is at Andrews needs to come home. Let's go to Andrews. So how's your tender looking? Pretty good. It's a good engine. No passengers, right? So let's go ahead and if I start assigning passengers here, really need a select all button. Are they loading? Or am I too far back? Hello? 104 passengers waiting. Let's move it up a little and see what happens. In the morning sun. Anyone else have that morning vibe going on right now? By the way, I hate morning. I also love morning. Don't get me wrong. Oh, they're not loading up. Why? What happens if I copied a couple? Oh, now they're getting on. Why wouldn't they get on? That's so weird. Why wouldn't they get on when it was just this? All right. We're going to set this to go to Nantahala. Hello? Are you guys getting on the train or what? A locker depot. Did I not select a locker depot? Oh, wow. I didn't. All right. Let's set your destination to here. Probably like right here. I would say right here because the two passenger trains are going to need to pass each other. Well, how can we turn this engine around? Where's the nearest Y? Why? Because we love you. Uh, oh, 600's got a ways to go. But so does this one. So at some point they will get there and then we'll figure everything out. I could just cheat, right? I could just cheat and turn this thing around. Because the nearest place I can turn this around is, wow, this whole side of the map has 0 place. Like Bryson, or no, the Y at Alarka would be the nearest spot. All right, let's do some train spotting here. Oh my God, are you gonna stop? Are you clear? Yeah, it's clear. Look at that. So now we have to set a waypoint. We have, what do we have on this? All right, we got to go to Bryson. Bryson first. Wait, did we not? We didn't drop these off. We need to do some switching. But wait, how can we do that? Uh, we need to stop you. No. All right, stop, buddy. Stop. I totally forgot to drop these two. What a bonehead move. It's not too bad. I'm kind of stick these on that other train. What's the speed for mainline switches? I like this interesting dynamic of having Andrews open. It's kind of making things slightly more challenging. Look how fast this thing is accelerating. Already at 15. Pushing this up this hill like it's nothing. That's sick. I guess we should start slowing down, right? Let's get our approach speeds going. That was too much brake. We're banging this train. I want a nice gentle couple here with all that weight behind it. I wonder who's controlling who now. Road 5 miles an hour. Then let's set the waypoint on this guy. Did I not connect the hoses? I don't think I connected the hoses. That would help. Where are we bringing these to? Right here. I thought I set that waypoint, didn't I? But I guess I canceled it, right? Because so now we have to do more switching because I screwed up. Why is the orders stop when I just set the waypoint? Is it because of the switch? Yeah, probably. I don't know why it isn't going. Why are you not going? Maybe this switch, right? And this switch? But it should do that for me automatically. What am I doing wrong? No. Oh, that's the problem. No, it's purple. Not because the handbrake is on. Why did I think that? What am I doing wrong? All right, you're the multi-unit. You are the head. Select. Let's see what happens if I just do road. Oh, maybe I need just to have that like that. Oh, I'm dumb. I think I know what I did. I just didn't have the speed up. I gotta remember that. Why is it saying stop? Oh, I didn't select the right thing. Here we go. It was stopped because I had that on 0. That's why. Stupid. Charging brake line. Yeah, you charge that brake line, you. Meanwhile, locomotive 701 is probably running away. No, it's not. We're good. All right. We went nice and slow and gave us. What's up, Alan? Good morning. You know, at first I didn't like the sound of those things. No, I don't know. I kind of like them. Stop signal? Why? Why would that matter? What happens if I put it on yard? Yard is a still stop. So I'm just going to have to manually back this sucker up. Got an animal on my trail cam, and I can't tell what it is. I'm going up there this weekend. And the other trail cam, which records in 4K, also recorded it. So I'll probably be able to tell what it is from that trail cam. All right, now we have stuff going to Bryson. So we will just set the waypoint to Bryson. It's like somewhere over here. This track here. All right, it's good. Let's check our list. What do we got? Anybody stuck anywhere? No. We're good with the list. What can we do at this moment that would be productive? Oh, this guy's here already. This is our next step. All right, so we got to get these 2 cars dropped off and these two cars. What's the quickest way of doing that? The quickest way of doing that. Oh, these two are almost hitting. Wow. That's insane. That is truly insane. I want this logo on the front of that. All right, you stay there, out of the way. And here's what we're going to do. I got it. I got it. This is what we're going to do. We're going to kick these two back. We're going to kick them backwards. No, 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 no. I want control of this. Now reverse is forward and forward is reverse. Wait, stop. Stop. Let's quickly kick these. And let's go catch up with those other ones I kicked, which they're probably... Where are they? Did they not kick? Yo. Did they roll back? That's insane. What did I do? Oh, this is all uphill. Okay, okay, okay. I always think that the hill is the other way on this. I'm doing all right. I'm debating whether to go to work today or not. The hill's screwing with me. Is this the handbrake I applied? No. What is going on? Please handbrake. What hose is not connected? The back one. Let's try and kick this a little more aggressively. That's probably enough, right? Oh, look how close that is. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We're not playing the game smart. A little hot dog, make a do. All right. We could set a waypoint on this guy. Up here somewhere. Oh, posture. Posture. We're going to have some switching to do up here. Get some of this stuff out of here. Of course, one's buried back there. We got to bring that all the way, all back down. In the meantime, too many locos, man. What was that message that just popped up? Okay. Whoa, too fast, too fast. That was like borderline derail right there. Oh, we have to leave this car here. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to stick this car on the end of a passenger train. I could have kicked this, but this hill's screwing me up so much. Hello, train? $701 is there already. Let's go ahead and set this thing on road. And then set the switches where we need to go. And that should make the delivery for us. Provided these switches are all in the right position. Alright, we good. We good. Let's see, are my passenger trains anywhere near? Oh yeah, they're getting there. Nice. What? Why are you stopping? Just pass the signal, please. Hello, tree. Alright, now we have a car. We need to get out of here. 2 cars. This is going to be crazy because I'm going to have cars going back to Andrews and back to Silva tomorrow. It's going to make it super challenging. It's almost like we need more. Want more viewers? Nope. Good with real people. Oh, let's see if you can... I don't know, because of this stupid camera I have, if you can see what this is. I will zoom in. Oh, that is so bad. No, you're never going to be able to see that. I have no idea what that animal is. Could be a raccoon or a fisher. The picture's a lot clearer than that in person. All right, let's go ahead and kick these cars onto this track. Yo. How come I've never experienced this before? With the handbrake in my line of sight. Man, look how fast. Oh God, I hope these switches are set right. They appear to be. That should make it and be safe to couple. All right. We want to go to. God, there's so much going to Whittier right now. Or we want to go to Ella first. How are we going to switch those out with 4 engines? How are we going to do that? No, let's just get there first, and then we'll deal with it. Sometimes there's always a way, right? Oh, we got cars to take out of there. Whew, that's going to be tough. We'll split the 3 engines off and then just use the 1 engine to switch everything out. That's what we're probably going to do. Probably going to do that. No, 1361 is at the waypoint. Okay, that's fine. We need to go back to 104. Oh, not 104, 100. This one. And put these need to get into position already. What was holding this train there? Not a whole lot. I didn't grow up around Pennsylvania Railroad, but I grew up dreaming about it. But Pennsylvania Railroad became Penn Central, and I did kind of grow up around that. So I grew up in Queens, New York, and Sunnyside Yard had the GG1s. And all through my childhood, we had summer home in the Poconos, Pennsylvania, and I would dream of the Pennsylvania Railroad. But I was probably not old enough to remember anything. I don't think I've ever actually seen anything lettered in Pennsylvania Railroad. Other than if it was like maybe a repaint, whatever. But growing up, I loved Pennsylvania, and just being a train buff, I liked all the rolling stock they had, and I would say the GG1 is my favorite locomotive. So I wish there was a mod for this with catenary and some G's. That would be great. That would be super cool. We're gonna separate this here. I don't know if we have enough room on this track down there to do this, but we're gonna try. What year did the Pennsylvania Railroad cease to exist? So in 1968 is when the New York Central Railroad merged with Pennsylvania Railroad and became Penn Central. So I was only 3 years old. And if I did ever see an actual Pennsylvania railroad, it would have been, I may not have remembered it. You know what I mean? We are good. We're clear here. We're gonna make this. This is good. Let's stick these right here. Get them start unloading. The 611 and Challenger. Oh, okay. Wait, the 611 is Northwest 611. Oh, the Northern, right? The J class. Oh, yeah. That's one of my favorites. I like passenger trains a lot. So some of my favorites, not in any particular order, or is that 611, right? They ran passenger, the SP Daylight, the Hiawatha, the Broadway Limited, the Super Chiefs, right? All the famous passenger trains. I love them all pretty much. Can't say that I really liked anything from Milwaukee Road, but I guess Hiawatha, right, was Milwaukee Road? Oops. Yeah, in fact, I would love a train game that just does passenger and maybe throw a few long freights in there for mix it up. I'm sure there is a game. I just probably don't know about it. Let's see. This is going right there. Okay. So I was inside when I was like, let's see, I was like 12 years old. I had probably the best day of, let's call it rail fanning. Oh my God, this car's got to come out of here. All right, let's do that now. When I think about it, like this story is just like so unbelievable, but it is true. Promise you that. So we took the Long Island Railroad. Me and my friend would do this once in a while. We only had little, what are they, 135 millimeter cameras with the little cartridges, little pocket cams, right? Cameras. And we would go to Penn Station and Grand Central Station and look at the trains. So we'd take the Long Island Railroad in from Queens, Bayside. And believe it or not, at that time, I was actually going to school in Manhattan. I was going to a special school because I'm a special person. Let's just put it at that. And so I was very familiar with the route. I took it every day, and I would ride the front of the train, the Bud M3 cars on the Long Island Railroad. And I knew the whole route by heart. All the signals, you name it, whatever. So me and my friend get on the front of the Long Island Railroad train. And back then, the conductor would just have his um his door open, and you could sit there and watch him how he does the controls. Really wasn't that hard to drive that train. I pretty much understood all the controls. Oh, I hope this has enough gusto to get there. So we start talking to the conductor, and he was being very friendly with us, as they always were. And then he starts saying that I look familiar, and we couldn't piece it together or whatever. He said I reminded him of someone in his family or whatever. And we went to the first stop after Bayside, and he goes, "You want to drive the train?" I was like, "Yeah," you know. So I proceeded to drive the train through the next three stops. How about that? And I knew everything to do. He only had to give me like uh, a few pointers along the way, making sure I did everything right. He was standing right over my shoulder. And then he gave it to my friend, my best friend at the time. Said, "You want it, you could drive next." And he drove it through two stops. And I wanted to drive it all the way into Penn Station, but that wasn't going to happen. Because we were going to pass the switching towers at Sunnyside and everything. So he's like, "No, I got to take over the train now. Plus, we're a couple minutes behind, so I got to go a little extra fast to make up the time." So, and then he did. He went a little extra fast and made up time so that we were on time arriving at Penn Station. And then on the way in, right? Get this. As we're approaching the tunnels to go under the East River, right just after Sunnyside Yard, there's the GG1 with a passenger train, the one that was painted in Brunswick green with the Pennsylvania colors, with a train waiting to go into the tunnels. And I was like, "Oh my god!" I couldn't believe it. Like, first time ever seeing GG1, my favorite locomotive, in Pennsylvania colors. And we may have snapped I don't know if we snapped the picture out the window. I don't ever remember seeing that picture, but maybe my friend did. But I'm not in contact with him anymore. So yeah, that was cool. Then we get into the story's not over. The story's not over. It gets even better. Well, it can't get better than driving a train, but we get into Penn Station. We start walking around the tracks, and there's the Pennsylvania GG1. We run into it, and we meet the conductor, and we start telling him how it was my friend's favorite locomotive too. Like, this is our favorite locomotive. He's like, "Oh, you want to go inside?" We're like, "Yeah." So he lets us inside, and he's showing us all the controls. And he was like, "You want to toot the horn?" I'm like, "Yeah." I toot the horn in Penn Station. It just echoes throughout the station. That single tone horn. Oh god, it was so cool. Yeah, that was a good day, man. That was a freaking good day. All right, before I do all this, let me go and check on the other trains. I'm over here telling my story. My awesome story. We can get those logs moving, and then we can check on this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So, no passengers waiting, so we must have done something right. So this is going to go to a Larker next. A Larker. So yeah, that was a cool freaking day. Let's see, that was one of two times that I ever drove a train. The other time was more recently, maybe 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I drove a switcher and a guest engineer program. So it was like $400, and I drove a switcher engine quite a few miles and back for like 2.5 hours, and they let me couple the switcher to the train. It was an excursion train, and the engineer was like, it was the owner of the railroad and the engineer, and the engineer is like, he never lets anybody do that. So I say this humbly, but I'm pretty good at operating equipment. And they let me fly my drone from the engine. I don't know if you guys caught that video on my YouTube. Let's see. I could bring that up actually. Hold on. How do I get this up on Discord? There you go. Yeah, that's me here. And that's the owner of the railroad, and the engineer was in there, and my wife was in the cab also. Are we seeing that? Let's see. No, I'm not seeing it. Hold on. I have to. What do I have to disable here? That's on top. It should be seeing that. Holy smokes. Why? Oh, yeah, there it is. So I'm on the logo. Why is this not working? Oh. So it was kind of tricky because while I'm moving, the drone's moving, and my drone doesn't have any sensors on it. So, and I know that all these trees were around us. I was afraid of flying into a tree. Yeah, I asked him to drive this. What happens is we go out first, and then the people on the rail bikes follow us. Then we go past where their endpoint is, and they have to turn all the bikes around, and they take a break and everything, and then they have to get back on the rail bikes and start moving out in front of us, and then we follow them back. So it's a good, you get your money's worth, man, for $400, and the money goes towards the railroad. So this, I started freaking out right here because the loco was in the trees, and I'm like, don't stop here. I can't. I don't know how to get back. I need to get the drone back to the engine, and he's just like in the trees. So I had to go like very slowly. Again, no sensors on the drone. So I had to like stop, move the drone, move the camera. There was look at the amount of branches that I was dealing with. That I had to get this drone in there, but then I got it back. Let's see. Let's close that out. Open this back up. All right. So what do you mean by my level of contacts? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What tier am I on? Maybe. So some of them are on 5. And since I just opened up Andrews like I did Snowbird. I did Snowbird at 1. But anything between Nantahala and Andrews, I don't have. I didn't pick up yet because I want to see how the days go. So if I go through the list here, let's see, locations. So Robinson's tier 5 because I like coal. And I have all this, man. There's way too much. Tier 3, no contract for this one. I should probably open up a contract with that since I'm already there. Tier 3. I don't know. I didn't want to go too crazy. And paperboard is good at 3. Most everything is at 3. So this is at tier 4. It still doesn't, even at tier 4, it doesn't use that much. Stenzel's at tier 4. Yeah, the sawmill is tier 5. That and Robinson are probably my only tier 5s. Hardwoods, I can manage that. It's good that I'm reviewing this anyway. Bryson lumber, tier 2 is fine. I'm fine with that. Tier 2, fine. Tier 3, tier 3. I don't want them giving me more cars than what I can like park and fill within a day's time. Yeah, I'm fine with these being at tier 1. Also, that tier 1 is good. Union Lumber. Oh, maybe I should bump this up to tier 2. What the hell? Get bonuses, I guess. No, so no contract here. No contract. This is tier 1, and I'm scared about that. And no contract with this one. Oh, there it is. They're starting to mix the train up already. That is mind blowing, dude. Like they have 3 tracks. Why can't they just put the Andrews on one track and the Silva on the other? Like that would make sense. That's flipping annoying. I'm not a fan of that. Is there a mod for that? Please tell me there's a mod. Some AI, some AI intelligence, right? Some intelligence for the switching crews at Robinson. I hope at least they group them together somewhat. Okay, we got a lot going on here. We're gonna uncouple these. Why aren't you moving? We have to go in reverse? Yeah, that's why. I need to make 2001 the lead locomotive. Because I'm confused. I keep confusing myself. Yo. And I think there is a way to drive a steam engine. I don't know if they still have it or not. But somewhere in Connecticut. And it used to be like $400. The last time I looked at it, though, was a long time ago. Let me go ahead and make this the multi-unit. And then we'll select this one. Now this is the engine. Now if I go in reverse, it should just back up. Okay, now things make sense. I like this view as the brakeman. There goes all my air. There goes all my air. Good thing I'm in shape and I can run this fast. And jump too. Wait, what do you mean apply? Release. The first two don't have? That's so weird. Oh, right, because they were already coupled to the engine. All right. Let's drive this sucker out of here. Oh, did we deal with the passenger train? Let's set a waypoint. Let's set a waypoint of right here. And then let's go. Oh, I sent. Where is it? Are you kidding me? What are you doing? That's a signal, bonehead. All right, all right. Don't yell at me. All right, this is going to be all right. This will be cool. Let's see if these two engines can push this train up the hill. Who wants to take bets? Let me hear it. I have two passenger trains. I may have to add a third now that I have Andrews. Why? Oh, are the two Atlantics? Are they going to be able to push this train up? Second question. I'm just thinking about something. If I put this engine on the back of the train, do I lose my bonus for the observation car? Depends how many they have in tow. Well, I already know that the Atlantic cannot push four cars up the hill. Right? And then I got. Hold on, let's do the math. Even though I just want to try this, let's do the math. We look at the locomotives, right? So this articulated one, oh my God, it's a bonehead. Where's the Atlantic? Atlantic. That has 25,000. And then I got this bigger Pacific, which has 47,000, almost twice as much, and it pulled the four cars up at 20 miles an hour. So if I combine this one and this one, I'll have 55,000, and I have two more cars. It's going to be borderline. It's going to be borderline. Maybe it's going to go up at about 10 miles an hour, probably. Let's get it coupled up. We're just trying this one time. If it doesn't work, I'm going to assign a better pusher engine. Yeah. And how many cars do you have on your passenger trains? I was going to do the Berkshire. And I cheated, by the way. I got those RS1s. I didn't pay for them. Everything else I did legit up until this point. But I'm done. 35 days, right? What day am I in? I am in day uh railroad. I'm day 35 to day 36, and I did everything legit up until this day. And this is a legit. I'm done. 35 days is like, what, 400 hours or so? I don't know how many hours I have in this game. And 460 served me well all those days. 8 cars, and the Berkshire pulls it up. Okay, interesting. That's good to know. I don't want to switch to diesel for a passenger. All right, let's make this multi-unit. Should we try and drive this up ourselves? We're not getting a running start, though. Is the other engine working? No. I thought it was supposed to work. Why isn't this engine working? Inspect. I thought when you hooked it to the end of the train, it should work. Or did the engines have to be coupled? Oh, geez. I don't know about controlling 2 engines, but... It's not looking very good. Oh, everybody's at their waypoint, too. So much to do. Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's struggling. It is struggling. I think we need to sell both of these. I don't know. I kind of want to keep them around, too. But what do I use them for? That's the question. Yeah, they need to be double heading, right? Well, I do believe they can make it, because if they're not stalling around this bend, this is a pretty steep part. They will make it. So kudos to them, man. I wonder why my session timer is all screwed up on OBS. OBS says 136 and my stream manager says 106. Usually it's the other way around. But how much water and coal will we use to make it up this hill? That is a question also. This is going to be long and boring. And I can't... Well, I guess, you know what? I could do... Put it on road. Put it on road. And we'll select this one. And also put it on road. Turning off MU. Oh, wow. So wait a second. Oh, maybe it was Railroads Online that allowed you to put the engine at the end of the train and still have multi-unit work, I think. All right. And then I don't know where the top of the hill is. Jeez. Man, that's a long hill. It's this gap right here. That's the top of the hill. So we'll just put a fusee here. And that'll stop them. And then I can separate them. Wait, not that one. Let's do it over here. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Well, this is a train station though. So we kind of want to stop in the train station. All right. Let's go check our list. I think that train is going to make it. Too bad you couldn't have multiple of these open. So I could just kind of monitor what it's doing. All right, 2001 is at the waypoint. Move 2 cars up, please. One more car. One more car. We actually don't want to take this train yet because I still have to switch Alarka. But we can go ahead and couple it. No, we can't couple it. We just have to park it over here. We're going to park this train and let it wait. Oh, this car is going to be in the way. No, we're not. We're going to take it. No, we're not. Because both my passenger trains are going to be coming back from Andrews. I still don't know how I'm going to get this car to Nantahala. I could send the Atlantic to go pick it up. That's what I could do when it's done pushing. How many more cars we want to go? 10 more. Somehow we just wound up with everything right here. But that was also the work train for building the Marble Creek expansion. 2 cars. Yeah, right here is good. Right there is good. Now we can go to... Yeah, all right. Your horn offends me. Now we have to figure out how to get these in there. We got to do some switching. All right, couple ways. Let's see. This one's going here. This one's also going here. We could take this one and this one out. I guess I could leave these two hooked up. We're going to have to split the engines. Let's just go ahead and move you up out of the way. And then we will take control of you. Ooh. Train is moving. What? Go past the signal, you dummy. Alright, we got to get those cars out of there first. No? Maybe? I told you to move up 10. Switch against. Alright, like I should know how many cars fit on this siding right here. It might be 6 or 7. Let's see. If it's 7, I can do it. Let's try it. What the hell? What the heck? Oh, reverse is different. So on the other engines I have, 2000, this is the front of the train, but on the RS1s, this is the front. Is that like true to life? I don't know. Maybe I should stop a little harder. Okay. How much room do I have here? Oh, that is not going to work. Okay, so here's what we do. We do like a these. We go backwards. Wait. Go this switch. Go backwards. And just bump you guys out of here. This will work. And we're going to bump these guys out of here. Oh no. No. That was wrong. I threw the wrong switch. Anyway, while I'm at it. while I'm at it. While I'm making mistakes. We'll take this guy out of here. This is kind of not what I wanted to do. This goes against everything I want to do here. All right, we're going to stop right here. Go back to plan A. That was the switch I wanted to throw. Let's put these back on the train. I wish these had a bigger hitbox. Those things look like they're moving a little fast. Come on, where's all that raw RS1 power? Oh my god, 600 and 460 made it to the top of the hill. We did it. Woohoo. I like how it randomly assigned colors to these engines. I just left it. I don't know if it's real or not. If it's accurate, true to life. I'll change it at some point. Uh-oh, we did not clear. Oh. Oh, this sucks. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Boo. Those cars are longer. All right. 2 mistakes in this switching maneuver here. Two mistakes. Oh no. Oh no. 3 mistakes. Ah, Bowie. Bowie Louie. Oh man, that sucked. I'm okay. Maybe I should stop playing the game. Coming in hot. I was like, why is this so hard to move? All right, reverse. Anyone else feel guilty when they couple cars at 5 miles an hour? It's a learning curve. I tell you what, like lately, I don't know why. In the beginning, I really didn't make mistakes like this too often. But now I seem to be making them more. I don't know if it's a function of me getting older or too much on my brain. Man, we got all sorts of... How did I open that? Oh, because I went control. No. Oh, I just got too much on my head. Most likely. Okay, now we have the ones grouped the way they should. We can go ahead and select that. Why is 701 now multi-unit? I don't know. That was kind of weird. I guess we want to go forward. No, we want to go backwards. Like, if this was my railroad, I would extend that out a little bit in real life. Then that would have been a lot easier. But I guess it's not about making things easy. It's just... Oh, look, that train's moving. That's funny. Like, that's right. This is all on a hill here. I also stopped playing the game for a while. You know? And then I forgot everything I learned. It was like 2 years time. Wait for me. Here's a question for you guys. Your parents. Did your parents ever leave you somewhere? Like, when I was a kid, we pulled into a gas station and I went to the bathroom. And we were halfway between Queens and Pennsylvania, the Poconos. Like I was saying before, we used to go there. And they started pulling out of the gas station without me. You know, we had 3 kids and a dog, so I guess they just forgot one kid. And they were like, you know, at the exit for the gas station to get back on the road, and I come running out, screaming at the top of my lungs, "Mommy, Daddy, wait for me." And I think they heard me and stopped. Dude, it doesn't take much, man. One little slip up, and all of a sudden you're a bad parent. All right, we can bring this train. Like, I took my kids to the arcade when they were young. Right? And I had 2 of them. They were probably like 3 and 4 years old or something. And I literally just and I had both of them, you know, in my hands, one in each hand, and I just let go of one to reach in my pocket and get a coin to put in the video game. We were in an arcade, and when I after I put the coin in, I went to grab him. He was gone. So I immediately ran to the front of the store. You know what I mean? To say there's no way he can get out. There's only one way out of the store, so he's got to pass by me. There's no way he beat me out of the store. And I waited and I waited and there was nothing. And I'm like, I'm getting scared. Like someone else is going to grab him in the store. The store was crowded. The arcade was crowded. Then I went to the back of the store and there was an employee there. I'm like, did you see a little kid? Like, no. So then I go back to the front. I think I might have went back and forth a couple times. And then somebody was just carrying him from like, we were in the mall, you know. Somebody was carrying him from the mall back to the arcade. He was looking for his daddy. 460 forward. We'll set the AI to bring him right here. He did his job. Now, oh, you know, the other question would be, and I don't think this is going to happen, right? Coming back, is 600 going to be able to come up this side of the grade? I don't think so. Hold on a second there, 600. Did you deliver your passengers? This is Topton, right? There should be no passengers left for Topton on here. And no passengers waiting to go to Andrews. Yeah, that scared the hell out of me when my kid did that. So yeah, my point is, like, anything can happen, right? It only takes a second, man. It only takes a second. The amount of time it took to reach my pocket, get a coin, put it in the video game, and go back for his hand. He was gone. It was like, it was creepy how fast that happened. How are all the switches already set? Does the AI just put the switch back where it was, no matter what position it was? Okay. Yes. See, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and we got quite a bit done already. But what I find curious is, normally in a day I can make like 3 runs with the passenger train between Nantahala and Silva. But now that Andrews is in there, maybe I'm going to make 1 run before I get all my work done. I don't know. Oh, we got an issue here. Not really. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and bring this guy right here, because it needs to be filled. Oh, you know what I'm also not doing? I'm not oiling my engines. I'm not oiling the engines. Oh, well, that one didn't really need oil. We'll deliver this. Oh my God, these got to go back already. All right, how do we get these out? This train is being held up by this train and that switch. Let's make sure the other switch. This has got to be straight. Oh my God. What? What? Stop. What a pain in the balls. So the only way to throw that switch the other way is to like go into the CTS panel. So what we'll do is just back this up. I hate working with the CTS panel, to be honest, because I don't fully understand it. I don't like playing this game at night. Well, and I especially don't like streaming it at night. It's like it's boring content. Let's see. This guy should go now. There we go. The emails. The amount of emails I get daily is disgusting. All I do like all day long is like every hour check my emails and delete, 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 delete. Oh, now the switch switched. Would you look at that? How are we dealing with this? How are we dealing with this mess? All right, I know what I'm going to do. Actually, I don't even have to kick. But for some reason, I like kicking. It's more fun. Let's try it. 6 miles an hour should be enough. Oh no, oh no, no. I didn't make it. I didn't give myself enough room. Let's give ourselves a little more room this time. Now, I don't have to kick the cars. I could have just went around the other side of the train and using the passing siding. Hello? Oh, God. Oh, I made it. That is just so funny. Almost did. If I didn't make it again, I would have quit the game. That doesn't have enough speed to couple to those, I don't think. They're rolling back down. That's never good. And viewers, what the heck are you people doing? Does anybody work? Or are you working and watching me? I'm so confused. Let's see. This one. And we'll just hook this up real quick. And we'll get these out of here. Hey, hello, building. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Psst. You left your cylinder cocks open. I can say cylinder cocks, and it's still G-rated. Let's kick these out of the way. I did throw that switch, right? I'm not hallucinating. Okay, guys. When you kick a freight car up into this siding, the magic number is 11. 11 miles an hour it takes to get up this little hill. Get up to 11. Or maybe 12. We'll go 12. Oh, shit. We made it. I went to 13. I know. See? We made it. A whole 75 bucks. Let's gather up the other car. That was a funny sound, and the piston made a funny sound. Yes, Alan, I know. I didn't forget this time. I'm usually very forgetful, but I think I got it burned in my brain now. I'm honored that you watch me. I should probably stop. Alrighty. No, my stream is actually not too far behind what my game is doing. Number 100, the little hot rod. All right, let's figure out where we're going with this guy. I believe. What was I going to do again? Oh my goodness, I don't remember. We're just going to have to park it right here, actually, for the moment. Get these log cars switched out. Oh, we're right here. We might as well, before I forget. Before I forget. Yeah, we're pretty oiled. I guess it's not something I have to worry about like every day, right? But the passenger trains, maybe because they put a lot of miles. All right, 600 is there. We need to tend to it while this fills up. Where are we? Why? I thought I set the... Oh, maybe because I thought it was coming from that way. I got it reversed. Holy smokes, my neck. My neck just popped. Rattled my brain. I'm going to have to go. Let's see. I have to go to the doctor for my neck, and I hate the freaking doctors, but also appreciate the doctors. You know how that goes. So this is going to be, there's not a lot of water in there. We should fill up with water just in case. And we're going to have to we're going to have to buy a hopper for here. Let me do that before I forget. This one. We're going to purchase that. Does it just show up? Is it going to be all the way at silver? And I have to bring that sucker all the way here? Zero passengers. Okay. Could I have set this purchase destination? I'm confused. I purchased one. Doesn't say where it's going to be delivered. There's only 37 tons of coal in here. That's pathetic. How come you're not backing up? I guess there's a grade here, huh? Look at the train to back up. Come on, you spaz. There you go. Yeah. She ain't gonna make it. There's no way. And if she doesn't make it, I'm gonna cheat and just buy a freaking Berkshire. Berkshire. Why are you stuck here? Why are you stuck here? What's going on? It's in manual. It derailed. Oh, Jesus. I made a big boo boo. No. How bad is it? 20%. Oh, my goodness. I guess I didn't set that right, huh? Hmm. Hmm. Did we cheat? Yeah, I say we cheat. How many freight trains? I am running, well, two mainline freight trains. How bad is this one? 94%. I am going to cheat here, right? I don't give a crap. Sandbox. Now, how do you repair? Isn't there a way of repairing this? Is it repair? Oh, Jesus, I just typed the word repair and it repaired all of them. The whole train. Cool. All right, whatever. I just guessed at that one there. Oh, nice brand new train. Uh, oh, wow, these need to be oiled. It repaired them, but it didn't oil them. We didn't pass any. How come this one was on 100% and everyone else was on 85? All right, we didn't pass any train stations. That's weird because that train was on. Let me see something. If you go 100%, right, and you don't pull in the reverser, unless this is all downgrade, I feel like it shouldn't go faster than like 15. Yeah, two mainline freights, and then I got I got switching locomotives. So I'm trying to operate it that way, where I get all my cars from Silva. Yeah, like how did this thing go so fast? Look at this thing, and this is the condition I found it in: 100% throttle, 100% forward. Can it really ever get to 30 miles an hour? And it would have to be going like 38 to derail around these turns. I guess maybe it did. I don't know. All right, we'll just set the destination to Alarca. And we should have. Let's just check our passenger list here. Wow. Wow. There are passengers, huh? Train is almost full. We're going to have to add a car to this train. All right. You have your destination. My passenger trains are kind of out of sync. They're kind of following each other. I kind of want one to start from one end of the map and the other to start from the other end of the map. Oh, look, we're about to pull into the freaking freight house here. So the other passenger stations must be getting jammed up pretty good. I suppose I could buy a third passenger train, but man, that's going to be a lot of work, eh? All right, let's set the destination to Nantahala, just because I don't want to go too far. All right. I don't think it's going to make it up that hill. No way. No way, dude. All right, back to number 3. Keep things moving here. You got your water. And let's see if that hopper was delivered when I bought it. Yes, it was. Operations. Load. Oh, it can load at Andrews. I should bring it across the map empty. Yeah. Why do that? No. Yeah, I want to. Let's bring it there. Unload at Andrews. Got plenty of coal here. Oh, good. We didn't go over the switch. Well, let's switch this out manually. You're running a freight train from Andrew to Silva and one in the other direction. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And because I didn't have Snowbird set, the one coming from Silva really doesn't have to go all the way across the map. But now that I have it set, I'm sure they're going to give me cars to bring across the map, and then I'll be doing what you're doing. Just bring one from the other to the other. Can you oil these cars while you're on them? I think I oiled all these. Yeah, I oiled all of them when I dropped them off last time. That was pretty bad derailment. Oh, man. Yeah, I know the two interchanges is going to be. It's not so much bothers me as taking the cars from the interchanges, it's bringing them back. So today will be easy, tomorrow will be difficult in the game. Give these a nice shove. Send them on their way. I think 7 miles an hour is like the magic speed here. I didn't actually uncouple, so try that again. Is it ethical to kick this many cars? I don't know. We do it anyway. Yeah, we'll see how complicated the two interchanges get to be. So far, every day I've managed to complete the day's work within the day. It's very likely that on my own I might not be able to. You know? Did that thing start unloading as the train was moving? That's pretty funny. Need to keep an eye on that and this at the same time. We may have to buy some extra log cars. May have to up it to 12. Right. I think I have 11 and 10 to meet the demands per day. So right now that would have been 21 cars. So, oy, what's the matter with me? Oh, it's already on. 30 cars a day. So I'm going to have to do another load. Another load. You know what? I've been going for a long time now. I think I should stop my YouTube video here. Later, YouTube.